Okay, so I want to share with you two things. First of all, this was the worksheet yesterday. We ended up with this question. Honestly, I was in a bit of a rush. Then I made a mistake here. But I posted the alternative solution on YouTube already. So you would have seen, let me share the classroom. Yeah, let me share. Where is it here? New share. So I already shared the videos on Google Classroom for your easy access. So questions on page 198, 199, and 200, they are all on the Google Classroom for easy access with the title of the video also indicated. Now, so I wrote here correction for part B. There's this alternative solution also posted up. So may I ask, do you notice what was the mistake in my question, in my answer here? Okay, so what's the mistake? Y3. Thank you. So do you notice? Just now I have a look at your answers, Ethan. You got the wrong one answer here. You stopped where I stopped, which is also the same mistake that I made. So those of you. So if you don't, yes, so you have rightly pointed out, we made a mistake in the last question that we went through yesterday, which again just highlight how important annotation is. So the question actually, I should have annotated clearly that I'm supposed to find this. Find area of B, which is 3 units. So in my case yesterday, I found the area of the square, which actually is totally not necessary because you only needed area of B. So that is on question 197. I had area of C, which actually means I could stop at 1 unit. I don't need that square because that's not in the question. I needed B, and B is 3 units, which I can find out from here. So the key points that we resolved yesterday was, first, I need to identify C and its relationship with A and B, as well as the square. So we realized that, okay, this is the same. So I could find A by using C's 8 units to subtract B's 3 units. So that's where I got the 5 units. Then from there, I need to find B, which is 3 units. So given C as 32 square centimeters, that's 8 units, I can work through that to find my answer. So finally, don't forget to include your units for the answer. Okay, so that's resolved. Gentle reminder one more time. You have the last few questions to sort out. 198, 199, and 200. These are on YouTube already. Some of it already completed. That's bravo. We'll be collecting this on Thursday. I would like to collect the equivalent sets first. If you're ready, that is on page 169. Let's check. Yeah, because I have 175 in front of me, which is marked already. Okay, so you should start on this page, am I right? 169. So if you're ready, please come over. This is page 169. Okay, welcome to the last set of our ratios. We are actually using this last set as a quick revision for our ideas of ratios. It is back to the ratio of three quantities and the ideas of simplest form. Okay, I will quickly get into it. Pairs, apple, thank you. Bananas. So apple is to pear is to bananas. Is it easy or difficult? Yay! That is excellent. So bananas. So when I say I think some of you can finish within 10 minutes to 20 minutes, don't you agree? Yep. Really, one of the easiest set is a good revision, pairs to bananas to apples. So I've got the color code and the annotations to help me. Correct? Then the next part, in simplest form, we'll end off with this set because it's helped us to recall all the fundamental skills for ratio, including expressing ratios in correct order. What something, an object is to another object, the quantities is 2. So the word 2 tells you it's ratio. The order is important. Then the next skill that we talked about is in simplest form. And for the simplest form skills, we know that this equivalent ratio concept and skills is applicable to fractions as well. Now, when you head off to primary 6 next year, you'll start to experience how ratios can change in stories. So far we've been dealing with like constant ratio, meaning that the relationship between the items don't change throughout the story. But next year you will see, like for example, I could introduce more pears and eat away some bananas, and then the ratio changes. You know what I'm talking about? Yes. And then next year when you're primary 6, you also see exactly when we put fraction into ratio. Okay, we use fraction to establish the relationship for the quantities, and then you'll be asked to put in ratio. That's for primary 6. Okay, so far so good. Any difficulty? So ultimately, I will still highlight the same important skills. Do your annotations. At this stage is the final set. At this stage is the final set. I will strongly urge you to please do your annotations. That's the biggest strategy to reducing any mistakes. Your fingers should be quite busy writing, right? Please make sure you have the annotations. Have you finished all the annotations? I don't want to see I complete. I want to see together with the annotations. Okay, that's good. All right. So the next page here on page 190, and then on page 191 and 92. Can I leave this for you to try as homework? Yes. Is it complicated? Now, I will say this one on page 191 is also helpful because it gives you one quantity. So I could use 6 units is 18. So 1 unit is 3. Yep. So from that, I can either use the unitary. By now, we are familiar with these 3 methods. I can use the unitary or I can use the ratio. To get me to the answers, 6:3:1. Is this okay? Sorry? The whole worksheet for Wednesday homework. Is that all right? And so what's the homework? All the pages for Wednesday. Is that all right? Okay, it's not that challenging. You have 2 methods now. One is the unitary method and one is the ratio method. And all right, okay, then I'll leave you to do this. I'll see you on Thursday.